Hello everyone, it's NotaNoobPat, and welcome to Perk Review. Today we're taking a look at the level 35 Oni perk, Blood Echo. When hooking a survivor, all of the other injured survivors will suffer from the hemorrhage status effect until they're healed, and the exhausted status effect for 45 seconds. The hemorrhage status effect makes survivors leave more blood on the ground. When a survivor is exhausted, they can't use their exhaustion perks like Dead Hard, Sprint Burst, Balance Landing, Lithe, or Head On. This perk has a cooldown of 60 seconds. The pros are that this perk should shorten chases since survivors can't use their Dead Hard or their Sprint Burst, and this should make it easier to get some hits in. The cons are that you're not exactly using this perk for the hemorrhage status effect. The main attraction is the exhaustion aspect, and not every survivor uses these types of perks, although a majority do. The other main con is that some killers already have the ability to exhaust survivors through add-ons. So if that were the case, using a perk slot on Blood Echo would be unwise. The Clown has exhaustion tonics, the Huntress has exhaustion hatchets, and the Pig has exhaustion bear traps. Let's get into our video demonstration. Here you can see that one survivor is downed and the other is injured. Since someone is injured, when I hook this survivor, Blood Echo is going to activate. You can tell that this perk activated by looking in the perk window. The perk icon will rotate clockwise for the 60-second cooldown. On the survivor side, Blood Echo is going to activate when another survivor is hooked and I am hurt. You can see that I become exhausted and hemorrhaged. Then you can see the exhaustion timer on the right. Let's get into our video examples. I really enjoy using this perk with Legion. This is because you are constantly injuring survivors and it can take them quite a while to mend and heal, especially when I'm using Sloppy Butcher. You can see in this example that every survivor is hurt, and all of the survivors, including this David, were using an exhaustion perk. As you can see, David uses his Dead Hard ineffectively here. After I hit him in the dying state, I hook David, and the 3 remaining survivors are now all exhausted due to Blood Echo. I won't have to worry about them sprint bursting away or missing a hit because they use Dead Hard. You can see that this is true as I'm able to easily hit this ace down into the dying state. On to our next example, and you're not going to have to take my word for it. You can see that 3 survivors are using Dead Hard, which is an exhaustion perk. Here you can see that one of those survivors is this Claudette, who decides to use her Dead Hard away from the pallet instead of towards it for some reason. Later in the game, 3 survivors are hurt, and I'm waiting for my Blood Echo cooldown to expire so I can activate the perk again. After the cooldown expires, I hook the survivor to activate Blood Echo. I hit the Dwight who was unaffected by this perk since he was not hurt, and I find my friend Claudette again. This time she doesn't have the opportunity to use her Dead Hard, and I easily hit her in the dying state again. Later on, I hook Yui in the basement while 2 other survivors were hurt, so every survivor remaining is affected by Blood Echo. I'm going to run across the map and find Dwight, and he's dead in the water here. Without his Dead Hard, I'm going to be able to easily hit him down. Now, I assume that the other survivor is likely headed to save their teammate in the basement, and this is confirmed as I can see the increased blood spatter on the spares caused by the hemorrhage status effect. Fortunately, I'm able to immediately hack down one of the survivors as they exit the basement, and then I'm able to grab Yui as she tries to vault the window. As you can see in this example, Blood Echo was quite helpful during this game. Since I used this perk to exhaust the survivors, 3 of them were unable to use their Dead Hard against me. Because of this, I didn't have as much trouble putting them into the dying state. Let's give this perk a grade. Blood Echo is a 6 out of 10. It's helpful to eliminate exhaustion perks that can make chases last a small eternity like Sprint Burst, Lithe, Balance Landing, or Dead Hard. That being said, it is possible that a survivor isn't using an exhaustion perk, so they are relatively unaffected by this perk besides the hemorrhage status effect. However, survivors do use exhaustion perks more often than not, so you should get some use out of this perk every game. Then, you should be able to activate this perk numerous times a game if you play your cards correctly, or use a killer like Legion, where survivors are injured quite frequently throughout the game. Overall, Blood Echo isn't a bad perk, it just has to be used strategically and with the right killers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a like. If you want to check out more perk review, make sure to look for the links in the description and visit my channel to subscribe. I also stream twice a week on Twitch if you want to stop by. Take it easy.